This is the morning that you look at your life, say, I am halfway in, I am almost to the finish line. Listen, God bless you this morning on this Winning Wednesday. Just know this, you are halfway to your finish point. So while you're saying, I don't know how I'm going to make it, I don't know how I'm going to get through, just remind yourself today that you are halfway through your finish point. Listen, good morning, guys. Come on, somebody drop me a good morning comment in there. Let me know how you're doing this morning. Let me know how your week is going, because this is the day that the Lord has made, and I will be glad and rejoice in it. Come on, I got my first good morning. Billy, God bless you this morning. Come on, somebody, let me know how you're doing. Let me know how your day is starting out. I'm so excited about as we come to Wednesdays, as this Wednesday is a day to celebrate and to thank God that I could have stopped uh, when I was in this place. I could have thrown in the towel when I was at this point of my life, but I kept going. In the moment that I kept going, I saw myself getting better. I saw things happening. I saw things evolving, and I didn't give up where I'm at. So you are halfway to your finish point. You could have just said, I quit. You could have said, I can't take no more, but look at you today. You are still here, and God is showing you that you didn't give up at the beginning stages, and you still pressed your way through. You still kept going another day, and you are halfway to your finish point. God bless you, Sister Paula. Reminder, you didn't send me that text to give you that date, so just remind you, once we finish, shoot me that reminder text, because as I saw your name, it clicked in and that reminded me. But guys, I want you to know something today. I woke up with this in my spirit. And when I woke up with this word in my spirit, it simply says these four words: I need a miracle. And today it seems so far-fetched. We look at miracles today as something that is past tense. We look at miracles today as something that once was, but then when you understand that, when you can say those four words, I need a miracle. And what does a miracle look like? How do you respond to a miracle? How do you invoke a miracle? How do you create a miracle to happen in your life? Well, one of the things I want to do this morning, as we get ready to chop this up just for a few moments, I want you to start sharing this message. I want you to start inviting somebody to be a part of this Winning Wednesday. And let's get into this. The Bible tells us in Psalms 118-21, it says, I will praise thee, O Lord, because you are the God of my salvation. And when you're going to praise God because he saved you, first of all, let's look at salvation. Salvation is a miracle in itself. Look at where you were in your life when you had no direction, you had no hope, and you were in a place in your life where you were going down a dead end road. There was no way out. There was no getting better. There was no coming out. But then God came in. He shined his light. He shined his mercy upon you. And look at you today. That was a miracle that I think some of y'all who have said, yes, Lord, can come and testify that was one of the first miracles that you have experienced in your life. I mean, you were going down a road, you were in a place in your life that you didn't know how you was coming out. You didn't know what was going to take place. You didn't know if you was going to make it through tomorrow. I mean, you were in a place that people were looking down on you. People were throwing you away. People were trying to take your life, but God still sustained you, and you are here today. When you find out that a miracle comes in many different ways, a miracle is an aspect of that. I am trusting you, God. My faith has elevated in you, God. I know it's you and only you that can bring me through this. That's your indication that a miracle is there for you. When you understand that, I was reading this story about a brother and a sister. And in this story, this guy was talking about how he was at his doctor's office. He called his sister. He was at his attorney office. And he called his sister and he was telling her that I am at my attorney's office because I am preparing a will. I am preparing my how I want things to go when I'm not here. And she was blown away. She was like, well, what's going on? Said, I just left my doctor and he told me to come to my attorney's office right now to prepare a will because they just discovered that I have a brain tumor and they have to operate on me in less than 48 hours. The sister was irate. She was upset. She was crying. And the brother was calm in the moment. Then 2 days later, they were in the hospital. All the family was there. She came in crying and she was hurt. And she was amazed that everybody in the room was sitting there. They were laughing, they were talking, and she couldn't understand the reason why. Her brother was in the surgery. He was there and the doctors gave him a slim chance to live. And they were sitting there laughing and they were having conversation. And so she came into the conversation and they were talking about positive things. They were talking about the things that her brother had done in his life. They were talking about the goodness of God. They were talking about salvation. And all of a sudden her tears dried up and she said at that moment, she realized that as she was trying to think of all of the negative reasons of what was going on at that moment, that God was showing her to put your trust in me, put your trust in the fact that I am the one that is in control. It's not the doctors. I am the one that gives life, not man. In that moment, she said that a peace came over her. And at that moment, when that peace came over her, she started laughing. She started reminiscing on the good things of her brother. She started trusting God in the things that she knew that only God could do. And that was the first thing that she says, that at that moment, she started declaring these words: God, I need a miracle because you are the only one that can give a miracle. You are the only one that gives life. You're the only one that can bring us through this. And I want to say that to you today. At the moment you're starting to worry about, you're starting to cry about things in your life that cannot change, that you have no power over, you have no control over, you declare these 4 words and you can say, Lord, I need a miracle. At the moment that God gives you a miracle, at the moment that God is sharing with you that trust me in the midst of a storm in your life. Trust me in the times in your life that you're feeling that you can't come out, that you don't know which way, you don't know which way to turn, you don't know what to go through. And you can declare these words over your life. Say, Lord, I need a miracle. A miracle comes in different ways. A miracle, we're not looking at a miracle we can see in the Old Testament when God told Moses to part the Red Sea. Not that kind of miracle. We're looking at in the Bible when we see that Peter walks on the water. I'm not talking about that kind of miracle. We can surely say that every day that we're seeing things in life and you're looking up and you woke up today and you're saying in your life that, God, you've given me life. God, you've given me an opportunity to start this day again. And I want you to declare this word. When you say, Lord, I need a miracle, you're looking through the lens of God. You're looking through his eyes. And I want you to look at your life. Look at how far God has brought you. Look at where you were yesteryear and look at where you're at today. God has brought you so far that he's giving you the eyes to look through a lens to say that you've had a miracle every day that you woke up. You've had a miracle in your life that when you open those eyes and you see that you are still breathing, you see that you can still stand, you can see that you still have eyes to see, you can still see that you have ears to hear. You're saying to yourself that I am a miracle. At the moment you're telling God, you say, Lord, I need a miracle, start declaring that. Turn that around and say, Lord, I am a miracle. We can see that miracles happen every day. When you see that you're still standing when you could have lost your mind, you can testify and you say, Lord, I am a miracle. When you should have been gone, when you should be 6 feet under, and you can say it, that say, Lord, I am a miracle. When you say out of your mouth, you can say, Lord, I need a miracle. Now I want you to continue that sentence and I want you to continue that statement and say, Lord, I am a miracle. When you should have been cuckoo, when you should have been done, you can testify today. Say, Lord, I am a miracle. I want to start testifying today about the goodness of God. I want to start testifying today that God has brought you from a mighty long way. And you can say today that, Lord, I am a miracle. When you see where you're at, when you see how far God has brought you, when you see how you continue to go on, start believing and saying out of your mouth, I am a miracle. To continue on with this brother's testimony, and the brother and the sister, they said, the doctor said, that he would have to be in ICU for several weeks. He was out of ICU in 2 days. When the doctor said that he would be in rehab for several months, he was out of rehab in less than a week. When the doctor said that he wouldn't be able to talk for a certain amount of time, he was talking in less than a week. When the doctor said that he would have loss of memory, he wouldn't be able to be mobile and do certain things, the first thing that came out of his mouth, he quoted this scripture in the book of Psalms 118 and 21. And it simply says, I will praise thee, for thou hast done wonderful things. I want you to start declaring that over your life, and you start saying that God, I praise you because you have done wonderful things. Lord, I thank you for you have done wonderful things. You declare that word over your life today. You take the book of Psalms 118 and 21 and you say, Lord, this is why I praise you. When it could have been me, when it should have been me, but Lord, you still allowed me to come in. Lord, when I should have lost my mind, Lord, when I should have been turned away, but Lord, you still opened the door. When things was meant for my bad, God, you turned it around for my good. And this is why I praise you. When you start seeing your life in the image of a glass, you start looking at it through the lens of God, and you start telling God today, you say, Lord, I am a miracle. When your family is going through, when when the children are not right, when the husband and wife are doing things that they shouldn't be doing, when you want to end the marriage, you got to say, Lord, look at me. I am a miracle. When you start declaring over your life and you say, Lord, I need a miracle. Now you continue that statement. You say, Lord, I need a miracle, but Lord, I am a miracle. When I open my mouth, I decree miracles. When I walk in rooms, I see people and I look at me and I say that I am a miracle. When people's situations are worse than mine, I say it out of my mouth, Lord, I am a miracle. I want you to decree those words over your life, and you start testifying and you start speaking that, knowing this, that you are halfway there. The finish, to get to the finish line is what you say out of your mouth. To get to the end of your story is what you say out of your mouth. Don't look at where you're at today, but I want you to understand that when you can see where you're at today, to see where God is bringing you to and bringing you through, that's what's going to take you to the next dimension. I was in a store the other day and there was a song on, and the song kept saying, let's go to another dimension. And I kept hearing over and over again, it kept saying, let's go to another dimension. I want you today to say, I'm going to another dimension by what I speak out of my mouth. I'm going to another dimension about how I look and see how things are. And I want to decree this word over your life. And I want you to start saying this, and I want you to continue to say this, and I want to continue to say this, and I want you to continue to say this, and just say it. Stand in the mirror and just say, when you think of miracles, don't think of the parting of the Red Sea. Don't think of Jesus being resurrected from the grave. Just think of that when he resurrected, he came up with all power. And he said to me that I am a miracle, because when he rose from the grave, he gave us all power. And he says, oh, death, where is thy sting? Oh, grave, where is the victory? Because now I have the keys to death and I have the keys to hell. And when you start going through the rest of your day, remember this, say this with me, Lord, I am a miracle. Go to that mirror, look at yourself in the mirror, and you say this, say these words with me, Lord, I am a miracle. When you're feeling that you're at your wit's end, declare this word with me on today. Say, Lord, I am a miracle. Guys, God bless you. And remember this, you are a winner because you are winning in every area of your life. Make sure you join me this Saturday night on the Global Prayer Wall. I'm believing God for a breakthrough to happen for you. I'm believing God for a miracle to manifest in your life. And we're going to pray. We're going to intercede. Bring your most urgent prayer request. Drop it in the comment box. I want you to DM me earlier part of the week, whatever your prayer requests are. I want to pray with you, pray for you. Guys, go to my website, calvinjefferson.com, and submit your prayer request ahead of time, and I want to pray over your prayer requests. I want to seek God on your behalf for what your urgent need is. But go to the website, calvinjefferson.com. And guys, we have a new text link, and you can text me. The information is on the screen. You can text your prayer requests. Just take the information, text 813-212-4097, 87 and just drop that prayer request in, and I want to pray for you, pray with you. Go to the website, subscribe, drop that information in, your name, your email address, and your phone number. And guys, let's communicate. Let's stay together. Remember this, when prayer becomes your habit, then miracles become your lifestyle. And I'm believing God that today that a miracle will manifest on your behalf. And can y'all agree with me today? And I want you to drop in the comment section before we leave here and just say, today I received my miracle. That's it. You're already speaking what you want God to do in advance. And say it with me. Today I received my miracle. And that's simply as it stands. That is simply all you have to do, because what you say out of your mouth, you're going to bring it to pass. Today I received my miracle. I'm going to say it with you. I'm going to say it for you. I'm going to say it for myself. Today I received my miracle. And when you're saying it received, you telling me, Pastor, that I've already got it? Yes, you already got it. Guys, and I want to leave you with this. I don't want to leave here without giving you the opportunity to sow. I want you to keep a mindset that as I sow into ministry, as I sow into what God is doing, I'm planting a seed for what my need is. And today I challenge all of you to plant that seed for your need. I want you to tell God today, Lord, I'm giving into this offering. Lord, I want to sow a seed into ministry, because I understand that in order for a harvest to manifest, a seed has to be planted. And as I plant this seed, as I sow into ministry, I am believing today that, God, you're going to give me exactly what I need. I'm believing you for more finances. You're saying it out of your mouth. I received my miracle, but the seed has to be planted. So guys, you can go right now to our website, livcc.org, or you can give by way of Cash App. That's the money sign LIVCC Church. Or you can do it by way of PayPal. And that's paypal.me/LIVCC Church. Let's do it today. Let's put the seed in the ground. When you release it, then now that seed is able to come back to you. Release that seed today, and let's believe God for increase to happen in your life. Guys, I love you, and I'm going to get out of here. But remember, go through today and just say, I received my miracle. And as you're in need of a miracle, I start declaring, I received my miracle. Carrie, God bless you. God bless you, Dylan. God bless you, Ebony. Brother Hall, God bless you, Sister Arlette. Say it and declare it and receive it. Today, I received my miracle. I can't wait to see you this Saturday night on the Global Prayer Wall. Bye-bye.